like that saying, don't look a dead horse in the mouth?
I don't think this is a horse, butthead.
What are you doing, Beavis?
Now I have a fur hat, like Davy Crockett.
Cool. I bet you could, like, pick up chicks with that hat. Unless, like, they didn't like animals or something. Hey, baby. Check out his fur.
Hey there. You're watching Into My Wake. I'm Jacob, and today we are doing a little kind of follow-up episode to a stream from this past weekend that I did over on the Dreadful Minutes channel. Me and about 13 other guys were on there various times, and what it was if you guys, if anybody missed it, go back and check it out. I'll leave it linked below. But what we did was we each picked a separate year and grabbed a handful of albums. You know, our rough parameters was 5 to 10. Some of us didn't quite make 10. Some of us went over 10. We talked about it on the stream. We also had a little bit about some guilty pleasure type stuff. Not a big guilty pleasure guy. Like, those of you guys that watch me frequently know that I listen to a wide range of stuff. I don't really believe in the concept of guilty pleasures. I'll freely share with you what I want. Guilt-free, if you will. But, yeah, we each had a year, picked a handful of albums, and talked about them on the stream. Really awesome time, a lot of fun. A lot of cool people joined us. Yeah, so go check that out if you missed it. But what we're doing today is kind of follow up some albums that I didn't from 2018 was the year I chose. But these are some albums that I didn't talk about in the video, but that I want to talk about. You guys, had a different plan on showing a lot of these, but Rick came to me with this idea, so he's gonna have a video just like this, well, with his own spin on it. But he's gonna have a similar video, as well as Brian Arkham will as well. So be on the lookout for those if they're not out before mine, or if they are out before mine, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So I got quite a few albums here actually. Some of them I'm just gonna run through real quick. I don't feel like I need to talk too much about. I'll just kind of show and maybe mention what it is real quick. And sorry, there's a bug in here flying around, driving me nuts. So yeah, a handful I'll show real quick. Some others I'll go a little bit more in depth on. I never go super in depth on stuff here on this channel, but I digress. Let's get into it. First, what's playing in the background was an album that seemed like a lot of people missed that was put out on Bindroom. I know I missed it originally. I just recently picked this up with their recent batch. This is what's playing behind us, this is what's playing here. It's Paths and Lands Thought Lost. Just a excellent atmospheric black metal album. These guys are from British Columbia, I think. I think it may be a one-man project. Let me see if I can... Yeah. One-man project. Session drums done by Awesome Lund of Panopticon. So yeah. Do that to me. It's the guy behind it right there. Yeah. Awesome album. A lot of people missed out on it in 2018. Bindroom still has copies. I highly recommend picking one up. So now we'll run through a bunch of these. Spectral Wound, Infernal Decadence, black metal from Quebec, Canada, a modern take on second wave black metal. Really good stuff. Check this one out. So you can see it better. This is Sixth Circle. Let's see if I can get that to show up. There we go. It's all spot glossed on there. I believe this is a one-man electronic project. Can't quite remember where he's from, but this was put out through Sentient Ruin. If you like stuff like Youth Code, check this out. It's a little more, I don't know, maybe industrial than Youth Code. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, if that's like your cup of tea, go check that out if you're into the electronic or industrial stuff. I just recently got this from the big Sentient Ruin sale, but it's really good. Album I played on here in the past, Mourn, To the Night Unknown, sludgy post-metal, atmospheric post-metal from Boston. One of probably my second favorite album of 2018, Sojourner. Shadowed Road. The final track on here, The Shadowed Road, was probably my favorite song from 2018. Kind of, I think it'd best be called like a mixture of your summoning style epic black metal, maybe mixed with some more melodic death metal. Perhaps is a good way to describe Sojourner. Another top 5 album from the year, Harakiri for the Sky, Arson, post black metal from, I think they're from Austria. I'll check that out. Has Been in the Witch. If you like, I don't know where they're from, but if you like stuff like Emma Ruthrundle or Chelsea Wolfe, give this a listen. Okay. Then Card, Dornvogel, something like that. Dornenvogel, yeah. This is a side project from JJ of Harakiri for the Sky. If you like that style, post-black, this very similar, except it's sung in German, but it's and so that gives it a much more aggressive feel. That and it's not exactly cookie cutter Harakiri for the Sky, but it's very similar, but it brings a lot more aggression. Given this slipcase, this was put out through Depths of Void. I already pulled it out of the slipcase because it's a bitch to get out. So, yeah. Moving on. Get a quick drink. Go over these cassettes real quick. In the stream I mentioned Sequestered Keep, and then I wanted to bring up another Dungeon Synth album, You're Pale, Sea Synth Ensemble. Again, this is another kind of lighter fare of Dungeon Synth, if you will, on Dark Age Productions. reversible J card. That was pretty cool. You can choose your own adventure. And it's all actually a double album. The other one is it's Synth Ensemble and Water Tombs and Crimson Horizons. So yeah. I display Synth Ensemble because I like that artwork and the color scheme a little bit better. Just fantastic, kind of lighter fare dungeon synth. It doesn't feel like you're, trudging through the dungeons like a lot of it does. So more light-hearted, atmospheric feeling dungeon synth. This is I believe it's just it's either an EP or a demo. I think it's an EP. It's Meth, I Love You. This is just pure fucking chaos. Basically, it's blackened noise. I think is the best way to describe it. It's just pure fucking chaos. These guys, I think, are from Chicago. Yeah, if you're... Yeah. Check that one out. It's a real quick listen. It's like 12 minutes, but it's absolute madness. Okay. Then, last cassette I've got here. The Australian Masters of Funeral Doom. Mournful Congregation. The Incubus of Karma. This one was put out through $20 spin. That's where I got it. Looks like it was co-released with Osmos. This was my introduction to Mournful Congregation, and honestly I kind of shelved it since it came out. I gave it a couple listens when I first got it. I wasn't big into the Funeral Doom back then, but I was very familiar with the name Mournful Congregation. I saw it around, so it was kind of a blind buy. Didn't really get it back then, but preparing leading up to this week, I saw it on a lot of. It was a 2018 album in my collection. Figured I'd revisit it, listen to it a few times, and it's fucking great. I need to dig more into their catalog now. This is the only Mournful Congregation I own, but I'll definitely be changing that. Okay. Now the rest of these are vinyl. Unrequited, Stars Wept to the Sea. There's the inner sleeve on that one. Unrequited is a post-black metal one-man project from Canada. This album is just musically absolutely beautiful post-black. Very kind of contemplative and like have some albums I use this descriptor a bit too much, but it's like you're There's albums where you're in space, like, and there's different approaches to that. There's the fucking terrifying, haunting, infinite void of space. You're just out there, and then there's the more beautiful, almost like stargazing, spatial sounds. I don't know if that makes sense. That's kind of how my brain looks at it. But yeah, really cool splatter there. Next up, an album that's been labeled as gimmick-ridden and potentially harmful. We have Bonkers by Necrogoblicon. Below that artwork, just take it in. For those of you unfamiliar, Necrogoblicon is a melodic death metal band, but is a mix in, it's kind of that American style of melodic death metal, but they kind of mix in that Euro folk metal, a lot of that kind of catchiness of that. But yeah, and then they have a goblin, Mr. John Goblicon. You see right here, there's a little stuffed version of John himself right there. He's kind of like their hype man on stage with them and everything. Pretty put on a really fun show. I've seen him a few times live. It's actually the first song I ever moshed to was a Necrogoblicon song at my first metal, like real metal show I went to. That was, yeah. But this Bonkers, it's a solid album. I wouldn't call it their best. There's a lot of filler on here, but the songs, Dressed as Goblins, The Skin Thief, The Magic Spider, Goblins, The Many Faces of Dr. Hubert and Malik, all are really, really cool songs. They're very, very goofy. If you didn't get that picture from them having a goblin with them on stage, you know, and actually, this album was so big of a hit that it led to Mr. John Goblicon himself writing a book called something about how to live your best, the guide to living your best life, or something like that. So yeah, you should have grabbed the book and whatnot. Showed it in this video, but too late for that now. Moving on. Elderwind. I forgot what the name of the album is because it's in Russian on here. Let's see if it says it in here. Let's see. I think it's yeah, The Colder the Night. What is the name of this? Give this for a minute. Poster there, but yeah, another Depths of Void release. Russian atmospheric black metal. very number 54 150. Red. Elder Wind plays a very emotional style of atmosphere. Black metal, very beautiful, but I mean, kind of runs the gambit on here. Goes from very melancholic to very hopeful and very blissful feelings. Just a all-around beautiful album. Wayfarer, World's Blood. Black metal with a old American West tinge to it. It sounds like it would be an absolutely terrible concept, but goddamn, this album hits. Those just has that like completely like thunderous sound to it. It is very reminiscent of the Old West. Reminiscent, like I'm reminiscing on back in the day when I was there. No, but like it just has that feeling of what you get when you think of the Old West or whatever. Like didn't know how to poster with it, but a very dark John Wayne film. The soundtrack to a dark John Wayne film. I don't know. Yeah. Still need to get the new one. Haven't spent a ton of time with that one, but this one is wonderful. Guys from Colorado, and I know they're kind of, the members are all in other prominent Denver area projects such as Blood Incantation. Another Canadian group, None. This was put out by Hypnotic Urge and Viridian Flame Records. This is Life Has Gone On Long Enough. Super bleak, cold, atmospheric, DSBM. Really great album. All three of their records are fantastic. Yeah, I'll pull this out. One thing about the albums that these guys labels co-release, they always come in these sealed sleeves. I need to switch it out for a regular one. That shit is annoying, but this was the clear variant. Couldn't remember which one it was, but yeah, clear. Poster. That's really cool. Double-sided. That's something if I ever end up with a... might actually go up over my window kind of nice. But anyways, yeah, really, really great atmospheric DSBM. out there. Flip that real quick. Alright. Probably could just bust through these two real quick, but there's only two left. Unsettling Whispers by Guerrilla. Got the box set here. Came with this magnet. Actually, weird. I'm not sure if they printed the name upside down or if the art's supposed to go like that, but whatever this it almost looks like it's meant to go the other direction. That turns the band name upside down, but anyways. Also came with this back patch. Little art print, and then this autograph card. Also came with a poster, or a poster flag that I haven't hung up yet, but I didn't pull out for this. There's the album cover. Yeah. Just super dark, modern black metal album. I think maybe the closest thing to compare it to would maybe be Blah, or Ulada. It's not a perfect comparison, but that's probably the closest thing to compare Guerrilla to. I know their newest one that came out last year, it's like a little more of a post-black slant. There is some post-black elements to this, but not nearly as much as the new one. Just a absolutely dark, haunting album. So real quick, and we'll get on to the last one. This video. This video has gone on long enough. Another one that I had kind of skimmed over originally. Just kind of, I bought it, so obviously I really liked it then, but I don't know why I didn't spend more time with it originally. Kind of got forgotten about with all the other, great albums coming out. Looking back, 2018 was a fantastic year for metal, at least for my tastes. I could have easily pulled out another dozen albums easily for this video, but this last one, this is Aqua Texas, self-titled Aqua Texas, 4 tracks, atmospheric black metal, dark, the more dark variety, not a happy, not the happy, kind of out in the woods atmospheric black metal. This is much darker fare. The artwork gets better and better the more you look at it. It's really cool. Art was done by Kieran Wakeman of Divine Chaos Art. Aqua Texas is a bit of a super group. It is Jacob from Mare Cognitum, Deha from Mini Projects. The one I know most is his self-titled project, Deha. Super depressive metal he does. And then Danny T, who's been in quite a few projects. He's a vocalist, but I was unfamiliar with any of them. I'll probably go check a few out because his vocals on here are one of the, like, it's all really good, but the vocals might be the highlights. I don't know. Extremely well written lyrics. But yeah. Deha does the guitars and bass, and then Jacob does the drums and did some additional guitar and worked on the lyrics with Danny. But yeah, revisiting this would have ranked very, very high up on my end of year list. I absolutely recommend checking this one out. If you check out anything from this video you're unfamiliar with, this would probably be the one I would suggest. Kind of a off-white vinyl that looks like somebody colored on with crayons. I don't know, that's the color I get from that. But yeah, that's a good handful of the albums from 2018 that I didn't mention on that stream. If you missed the stream, go check it out. If you don't know Rick's channel, go subscribe to him. If you don't know Brian's channel, go subscribe to him. They both really good channels and honestly do a better job than me at this stuff. So if you're subscribed to me, you should be subscribed to them. But we will see you guys next time.
You really like something, you have to set it free. And if it comes back to you, it's yours.
And if it doesn't, then like it never was yours.
Yeah, that's why we have to go now.
Oh yeah. So, I guess we'll see you when you come back to us.
Wow. You're pretty smooth, butthead.
Well, you heard her, dude. Set it free.
You can go if you want.
I guess if, like, we go away, and then, like, if we come back, and it's still here, then it's ours.
Oh, yeah. I'm back. It's really mine. I mean, ours.